Growing up, I never really appreciated certain dishes that Bengali people make. One of them is dal. Dal can be two meanings. It can be lentil, or it can be literally lentil cooked in water that splits and becomes a soup-like consistency. And today I'm going to show you just how to make that. So stay tuned and watch me make some. As always, prep is super important. So I'm going to grab one onion, I'm going to thinly julienne it, and then I'm going to transfer it to a bowl. I'm then going to chop about 1 cup of cilantro, and you can use any herb. I'm just using cilantro because I like that better, and then it's going to be about 1 cup. I'm then going to take a tomato, and you'll see that I'm using a little more than half of the tomato, and then I'm cubing it up. I'm then also going to transfer that to a little bowl as well. That's going to be about 3/4 of a cup. I'm then going to grab garlic, and you'll see that I'm separating the cloves from the garlic bulb. I'm using about 8 or 9 garlic cloves, and then I'm going to cut that in slices as well. I'm not going to mince the garlic. I'm then gonna grab my Masoor Dal, and with my Masoor Dal, you'll see that there's water in it, but that's just because I washed and rinsed the dal, and then I'm going to add it into a pot. And you'll see that I then grab about 2.5 cups of water. And this part is super easy, it's just adding in the ingredients. You'll see that I grab half of the onions that I cut, and then I also grab half of the garlic that I cut. The whole point of reserving half the onions and half the garlic is because you need them to fry later. You'll see what I mean. I'm then adding 2 Serrano peppers, and I didn't show this during the prep because basically it's just literally cutting them in half and then throwing it into the pot. I then also add in 1 bay leaf, and then I used about 1.5 teaspoons salt and a teaspoon of turmeric and 1 Maggi cube. And remember, you can adjust the salt according to your preference. I'm then going to add in all my tomatoes. Once I do that, I'm just going to mix that together, and then I'm going to cover it on medium heat. While that's cooking, in another pan, you're gonna add half the onions and half the garlic in about 1/2 cup of oil. You can use any oil, I'm just using olive oil to fry it. You want it to turn a golden brown. It's gonna look like it's burnt, but it's actually not. So back to the actual pot of the dal boiling, you're gonna see that occasionally while I'm letting it boil, I'm just turning it, and you'll see that the lentils split in half, and slowly it's going to even break down more, and that's what you want. Once I do that, you'll see that back to the onions, it's that brown golden color, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it directly into the pot. Yes, you heard me right, directly into the pot, and then I'm going to mix the fried onions and garlic in, and oh my god, this smells really good. I wish you guys can smell it. And then once I do add that in, I'm going to put the cover on, and then I'm going to let it simmer for a little bit, and then I'm going to grab my chopped cilantro. I then add that in, and then I'm going to mix everything together. Keep in mind that this is all on medium heat, which is why it's slowly taking a little while, but I think the simmer process is very important because that's when all the flavors marry together. You'll know it's done when you mix everything together and it's a thicker soup-like consistency just like this. By the way, not only did I enjoy this with rice, but I also enjoyed it with pho. And see below for the description box to see what that is. Now it's finally time to enjoy. We're finally done making it, and the best part about this is that it's so delicious on a really cold winter day. It's really fast, and these were staple items we always had in our pantry growing up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.